Hello everybody, you are watching the channel Learn to Earn for Life.
Dear students, let us find the expression for the fault current when LL fault, that is line to line fault, which takes place on an unloaded synchronous generator through fault impedance ZF. The circuit diagram for an LL fault on an unloaded synchronous generator through fault impedance ZF is shown here. Let us consider the fault is taking place between phase B and phase C through ZF, that is the fault impedance ZF. Then the terminal conditions for such kind of the fault is, as fault is taking place between B and C, the other line current IA becomes is equals to 0. As both the currents IB and IC are flowing opposite to each other through ZF, IB plus IC is equals to 0. IC is equals to minus IB. This is the second terminal condition. We can also write the phase voltage VB is equals to the phase voltage VC and the drop which is taking place through a fault in the fault impedance, that is ZF. So VB is equals to VC plus IB ZF. You can observe here the voltage at this phase VB is equals to the voltage at this phase VB is equals to the voltage at VC and the drop which is taking place in this impedance, fault impedance. So with these terminal conditions, we are able to write the symmetrical component relations. We have a standard equation for the zero sequence current in terms of the line currents as equals to 1 by 3 into bracket IA plus IB plus IC. We will get IA naught is equals to 0. Finding the expression for IA1, that is equals to 1 by 3 into bracket IA plus AIB plus A square IC. Substituting the terminal conditions which are obtained, we will get IA1 is equals to 1 by 3 into bracket A minus A square into IB. We need to find IA2, that is equals to 1 by 3 into bracket IA plus A square IB plus AIC. As IC and IB are opposite to each other, we can substitute in the place of IB as minus IC. We can get 1 by 3 into bracket A square minus A into IB. So by these expressions, we can say that IA1 is equals to IA2, but they are flowing opposite to each other. That's why minus sign is coming into the picture. We can also calculate the sequence voltages as VA1 is equals to 1 by 3 into bracket VA plus AVB plus A square VC, and VA2 is equals to 1 by 3 into bracket VA plus A square VB plus A VC, which are the standard equations. Subtracting VA2 from VA1 and solving further, we will get VA1 minus VA2 is equals to IA1 into ZF. Finally, I can write VA1 is equals to VA2 plus IA1 ZF. As IA0 is equals to 0, VA0 will be also equals to 0. So these relations, the sequence current relations and the sequence voltage relations will suggest that the positive sequence network and the negative sequence networks are connected in parallel through a series impedance of ZF. As VA0 and IA0 is equals to 0, the zero sequence network is connected separately through a short circuit. So this is the interconnection of the sequence networks which are suggested by the symmetrical component relations. You can observe here ZF is connected in between the positive sequence network and the negative sequence network. The 6 sequence quantities can be written. The first 2 sequence quantities are the sequence currents IA1 and IA2 which are opposite to each other and equal each other can be written as, by observing the positive sequence network and the negative sequence network connection, the current flowing in this network is equals to EA divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus ZF. Next is the two sequence quantities, the zero sequence voltage and the zero sequence currents are equals to 0. That is already known. Finding VA1 is equals to EA1 or EA minus IA1 Z1. Substituting for IA1 in this expression, we will get the equation like this. VA2 is equals to minus IA2 into Z2. Substituting for the expression for IA2, we will get VA2 is equals to this expression. Finally, finding the fault current. We know that IF is either IB or IC. By observing this figure, you can see here that the fault current is either IB or IC. You can take any one. So as I will take IB here, IB in terms of symmetrical components is IA0 plus A square IA1 plus A IA2, as IA0 is equals to 0 and IA2 taking in terms of IA1 which are opposite to each other, IA2 is equals to minus IA1. So taking IA1 common over here, remaining inside is A square minus A, as A square minus A is minus J root 3. So the expression for fault current is IF is equals to minus J root 3 into IA1. If you take a mod of it, you will get root 3 into IA1. Finally, you can write in elaborated way. We know that IA1 is equals to EA divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus ZF. So if I take the case of when the neutral of the synchronous generator is absent, what happens to the fault current? If you observe the expression for fault current, there will not be any zero sequence impedance present at the denominator of the expression for the fault current. Hence, the presence or absence of the neutral does not affect the fault current in LL fault. Thank you for watching this video.